Are you a talented footballer with the potential to go all of the way, but you've never been spotted or had a trial? Well, all you need to do is check out a brand new innovative business that I've started with my partners called Scout Size. It gives you a chance to get spotted by our network of scouts to try and get you a trial at a professional club. Scout Size places you in front of a professional scout who will assess your talent. You simply need to visit our website right now and upload your clips as directed. Our scouts will then view them and give you a full assessment. If you meet a certain criteria, your details will be sent to scouts at professional football clubs for them to come and see you play. It's as simple as that. So visit scoutsize.com right now and send in your clips, and a scout could be coming to watch you play at your next game.
Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that may link with a summer transfer move to Arsenal.
Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that may link with summer transfer move to Arsenal. We're over here in Berlin for the Euros final taking place tonight, the big one, England versus Spain. I can't tell you how big this is here. There's England fans all over the place, there's Spain fans all over the place. This is going to be brilliant tonight. I'm so looking forward to going to the game. And of course, a big moment for two of our boys, Saka and Rice, who should both be figuring in that final. They've started every other game for England. Massive for them tonight. I mean, England win this game, it's going to be off the chart. There's so many fans there, they ain't even got tickets. It's unbelievable. So looking forward to that game. It's also the Copa America final tonight as well. I saw a Colombian fan yesterday, and he was saying to me that, Colombia to win the Copa America, England to win the Euros. I hope that, listen, if that comes through, it's all good. It's all good. But absolutely buzzing to be over here. And of course, with the final taking place tonight of both of those big competitions, what we should see starting from next week is more movement within the transfer market. Mikel Arteta spoke about it. He said that, it's affected the transfer market this summer so far. Teams not really knowing what to do, not knowing whether to move for certain players. Certain players are away with their countries. How many times have you heard a player being linked with a club and the first thing he says is, listen, I'm concentrating on what I'm doing here first and I'll sort that out when I get back. Well, they're all going to be coming back and we'll get a clearer picture of what is going on. Some players that are playing tonight that we'll get to find out what's going to happen with them next week. Nico Williams, heavily linked with a move to Arsenal, but also heavily linked with a move to Barcelona as well. Will Arsenal trigger that release clause that he has, which we know is not beyond Arsenal's means? But the problem is Barcelona have made him their number one priority. They want to team him up with Yamal, just like they have for the national team. Of course, they've seen what Real Madrid have done in bringing in Mbappe, Endrick and these players. They want the superstar lineup of their own, and he is their absolute priority. Will he choose Barcelona? Will he choose Arsenal? That is what we're going to find out. I think we'll find it out very soon. Barcelona, obviously the favourites with him, being Spanish, with the fact that, he'll be able to sort of stay in the country. You've got to make Barcelona the favourites to sign him. But it's going to be interesting to see if Arsenal test that release clause or will they just stay clear of it, not looking to embarrass himself if they know that he's going to go to Barcelona. A player, though, and I've said this for quite a few times, that I really do think I can see Arsenal signing is Mikel Merino of Atletico Bilbao and also Spain. He'll probably play tonight, more probably off the bench. That's where he's been coming off most of the times for the Spanish. I really see this as a possible signing for Arsenal, especially when you hear the rumours today going around that he could be available for as little as £21 million. We were told could be available for 30 million, even though his initial valuation was over 50 million. And I really can see this happening. He's a perfect fit for Arsenal. We need that left-sided midfield player. Interesting yesterday that a target earlier on in the window that seemed like a target, Amadou Onana, is not joining Arsenal. Looks like he's going to Aston Villa. It's David Ornstein breaking that news yesterday that Aston Villa had agreed a deal of 50 million plus a sell-on clause. Really interested that they'd agreed to that. But it looks like Onana's going to Villa. So will Arsenal move for Merino? This one will be very interesting this week. And of course, there's Ricardo Calafiori. When's that going to get done? I mean, Arsenal, is it just me that or is this normal, or do we just take ages sometimes to get these signings over the line? I do understand, though, that this will be completed this week. It's not far off them getting everything sorted. We know that personal terms and that has all been agreed. And I expect Calafiori to be signed and announced this week in time to go on the USA tour, which is only just over a week away. So that is going to be interesting. Another midfielder that has been linked with Arsenal today, and we're told that his representatives are in talks with Arsenal, is Adrian Rabiot. Now, Rabiot, of course, is a free agent now. He's left Juventus. His contract run out. They wanted to extend his contract. He didn't want to stay, and he's decided to leave. His representatives supposed to be talking to 3 clubs: Liverpool, Manchester United and Arsenal over in the Premier League. He does fancy a Premier League move. So will Arsenal make a move for him? I guess, there'll be no transfer fee, but the wages will be high. 29 now as well, Rabiot. Vastly experienced, still a good player. We saw him play every game for France at the Euros. Could Arsenal make I think it would be more of a shock move. I still feel Marino would be the one out of those midfielders, but let's see how that one pans out. Now, this is an interesting one today. Mundo Deportivo reporting that Arsenal are eyeing a move for Joao Felix. Remember Joao Felix when he was at Chelsea? He came over to Chelsea. Arsenal being heavily linked with him at the time. Chelsea did their usual, came in, big money. They signed him on a loan move for 6 months for around about £17 million. And it didn't really work out. He spent last season on loan at Barcelona. Again, okay, started off well. Towards the end of the season, didn't really figure as much. And Barcelona have decided not to sign him. He didn't do badly there, but they've decided not to sign him. They're focusing everything on Nico Williams. So will Arsenal make a move for him? Can play as a second striker, can play as a left winger. Very, very talented player that has just never, ever fully lived up to the hype. Still only 24. Mikel Arteta said to be a big fan of Joao Felix. So much potential. If somebody can unlock him, he could be a top-tier player. Could this be maybe a possible loan from Atletico Bilbao? Atletico Madrid, his loan fee is said to be around about, his fee to buy him would be around about £30 million, they're saying. The sticking point is he's on huge wages, £249,000 a week. That is why Atletico Madrid always constantly loaning him out to try and get that sort of wages off their wage bill. Could Arsenal make a move for Joao Felix? Interesting. I'm not sure about this one. I think this is another one of those where maybe the agent's putting it out there to try and garner a lot of interest for his client. Aaron Ramsdale. This is interesting. Southampton interested in a loan move for Aaron Ramsdale. Now, we know that Arsenal want to sell Aaron Ramsdale. They're willing to accept around about £30 million for him. That's what a lot of the talk's been said, even though we've heard previous to that they want 50 million. I think that sounds more reasonable, a £30 million fee for Aaron Ramsdale. However, Arsenal may be willing to send him out on loan for a season. Remember, he's still under a long contract. And when you're a goalkeeper and you're not playing, your value goes down because you're not playing. So to get the value up, they may be willing to send him out on loan to Southampton, let him be out there for a season, perform well, and then, try and get a good fee in for Aaron Ramsdale. Remember, Aaron Ramsdale's from that side of the world as well. He's previously been at Bournemouth. Playing in Southampton may appeal to him. Playing week in, week out. Remember, all right, he's not played at the Euros. He's been number 2 to Jordan Pickford. But if he gets a full season in him, he could regain a number, or he could get that number 1 spot. And we've got the World Cup coming up in a couple of years' time. So let's keep an eye on that one. But Southampton interested in taking Ramsdale on loan. And Arsenal have look like they're on the verge of signing a keeper. That's Tommy Setford. David Ornstein today saying that a deal has been agreed, a 4-year contract in place to sign him from Ajax for £1 million plus add-ons. And that one looks like, when Ornstein says these things, they normally happen. And that one looks set to happen. And Tommy Setford, who I knew nothing about until a couple of days ago, the young prospect from Ajax, going to be joining Arsenal. Another goalkeeper. We love goalkeepers at Arsenal. So those are the rumours today. We're over here in Berlin. Just as I'm talking to you, it's starting to pour down with rain. I mean, what's it with rain over here in Germany? I thought we were in England or something. It is expected to be sunnier later on, and it's a huge game tonight. Good luck to our boys Saka and Rice as they take on Spain tonight. Raya, sorry, I'm not wishing you that much luck tonight, Dave. It's all about England. But a huge moment for those guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another transfer day.